Good morning. Today I'm making toast. This recipe is also going to be delicious on any other starchy food of your choice, whether it be spaghetti squash, rice, pasta, I don't know, you name it, get creative. Okay, I'm going to start with a small saucepan. I want it on medium high. We want a little bit of heat. We want a lot of heat for this recipe. I got some leftover tomato sauce that I found in the fridge. This will be delicious with any kind of pasta sauce, or if it's just crushed tomatoes, that'll work too. Okay, my pan is nice and hot. So that is getting this, the liquidy stuff in there to boil. I kind of want to cook out some of the liquid, make it thick. While that's warming up, I'm going to, how much do I have here? I'm just going to use one piece of toast. Toast in the toaster. And I've got a bowl, so I can set that aside. And while that's heating up, I'm going to take my onion. What I like to do with onions is I cut off the root end of it, just really close, so I have all of this attachment here. And then I cut off the tip, peel it, peel off this outside layer. And then it makes for a really great onion to cut super thin slices. Yeah. Okay. All right, that's my onion. Now, I'm going to take the onion and I'm going to, I like to take the end that is not the attachy end, and I like to slice really thin around it, okay? So as I'm slicing, I am not really pushing my knife in, but I'm just sliding my knife backwards through it. I don't want to cut all the way through the top of the onion. I want to keep that attached. But then sometimes you mess up and cut right through it. Whatever, doesn't matter. Okay, I don't need that much for myself, so I'm just going to do half of this onion, which is a quarter of an onion. And now I'm going to take that attached part and chop it off. And you can use it or lose it, who cares? Bye. Alright, now I've got all these strings of onions. They are delicious and stringy. Kind of stringy, short strings. Okay, my sauce. That was perfect timing for my sauce. It's all got some holes in it and pretty thick. I'm going to wipe that out with a spatula so I don't scratch my pan. This is a spatula that is heat resistant so it does not melt. Then it gets most of that sauce out. There's a little bit of sauce left in there. I'm going to leave it because why not? I'm going to mix these flavors together so that'll work. Okay. Pan, back on the heat, olive oil, I don't know, tablespoon, maybe that was too much, we'll find out. Onions, alright, I get them all torn apart, and I stick them in there in the hot oil. Get those guys doing a little roasty toasty. I've got a hot Serrano pepper here, and I'm going to use some of it. It's really hot though, so, you know, I like to go a little bit hotter than I can stand. What I find with hot peppers is that if you can tolerate, oh, toast is done. If you can tolerate some of the heat, on the other side of the heat is a powerful, delicious flavor. Alright, gonna dice up these hot peppers a little bit smaller because I want those flavors to mix into this all over. All right, onions, do a little flippy-do. Yeah, get some of that tomato flavor on them. Want my toast? Well, no, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, here's my secret ingredient that I discovered. Maple syrup. I'm going to go ahead and use about the same amount of syrup as I did olive oil. And the syrup seems to be pretty watery. I don't know if it's really like straight out of the tree because it's pretty juicy. But that's great because then it causes some boiling. This is going to increase the caramelization of the onions faster and make them sweeter, which I love. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and throw my spicy stuff in with the onions, just setting it on top, and I'm letting that sit on this heat while I make my toast. Okay, great. Now we wait. The hardest part for me is waiting. Do a little flip. I don't want it to burn on one side or stick to the pan too much, so it's good to pay attention to it. But if you're too involved with it and flipping it around too much, it won't get that caramelization that I'm looking for. Patience. That's the lesson of the year. Sit and wait. Oh yeah, all right, it's working. I got a little bit of caramelized-y texture on my onions. I'm gonna let it do that just a little bit more on this side, and then it's done. It's good. I'm really excited about this. Partially because I already ate some. I ate it on rice. That was good. Now I'm trying it on toast because I don't have any more rice. I mean, I do, but then I have to cook it. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna stick all these onions right on top of this. Maybe that's too many. Whatever. You can't have too many onions, can you? Onion breath? That's not a thing. Nobody's ever told me I smelled like onions. Never. Except one time in the club, this lady I was talking to. She was like, ugh, you smell like onions, and ran away. It was really weird. I didn't even have onions that day. Get it on a plate. Oh wait. Toast is always fun when you cut it diagonally. Gotta feed the kid inside of me. Oh, look, we can almost make it like a heart. Wait. No, that's almost like a heart. You see the heart shape? Heart food. Feeds my body and my soul. I've got a whole lot of vegetables in here. I have carbs to make me happy. This one isn't gluten-free, but might be vegan. I don't know. Delicious toast. Wait, let's try it. Let's see what happens. Maple syrup onions. Spicy maple syrup onions. Topping you can put on anything. Salad, toast, rice, pizza, tacos. Yeah. All right. See you later.